wrists below the shoulders, toes tuck under, and on an out breath, knees lift into downward facing dog. Let's take a pedal of the legs, stretch out the back of the legs there. Notice how that feels. See, can you get a little bit more length right down into the heels? Come back into center. With an in-breath, shift forward to a high plank. Stack the shoulders over the wrists and try to get one long line through the spine, the hips, the legs. As you breathe out, lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Do that again. Inhale as you come forwards. Then exhale as you lift back. Last time, breathe in, coming through. Exhale to lift back. Hold your down dog. Keep the palms grounding into the floor. Lengthening the hips up. The tummy muscles draw in. Let's take one more breath here. And when you're ready, look up to the hands and step or walk the feet forward until you come up towards the top of the mat. The fingertips are on the floor, knees can be a little bent, and inhale to a halfway lift. As you exhale, fold over the legs, let your head release. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold down. Do that one more time. Inhale to the halfway lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. And now roll the spine to standing on the in-breath. Come all the way up. Circle the arms out and up, bring your palms together. As you exhale, the hands come down in front of the heart. On an in-breath, open the arms out to shoulder height. And then exhale, take Gomukhasana arms. Right arm comes up, left arm goes behind the back. And the fingers may or may not touch. Don't worry how far they go. We're going to inhale to open out to a T. And exhale, switch sides. Left arm goes up, right arm goes under. Continue like that, windmilling the arms, inhaling as you open out, exhaling as you bend. Working from side to side, starting to loosen up into the shoulders, bringing that movement. Noticing if there's any areas that feel a little tight this morning. Just one more now. And the next time you open out the arms, we'll bring the palms together, keep the elbows lifted, let the thumbs rest on the sternum. Keeping the spine nice and tall. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, lift your gaze to the thumbs. As you exhale, fold down and get your fingertips to the floor. With an in-breath, take a halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step to high plank. Take a knees down, chaturanga to the belly. Now hover your hands from the floor, so the palms are facing down, but they're off the mat. And as you inhale, lift your body up into Shalabhasana. As you exhale, lower back down, keep the hands hovering. Inhale, lift up. Exhale as you lower. One more, inhale, lift. Exhale to release, plant the palms to the floor. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale as you lift the knees into downward facing dog. Breathe in, right leg floats up, one leg down dog. Exhale, step that right foot forward. If you can face the back heel down, do. We'll bend the right knee and inhale, come up into a warrior one, Virabhadrasana. So if you have a block, take the block between the hands. So I'm holding with the palms either side on the short ends of the block. Work to get your elbows as straight as possible. Reach up through the fingertips. And then we'll take the block into the right hand. And as you exhale, sweep the hands down, bring them behind the back, and you pass the block from right hand to left. And then inhale, take the arms all the way back up, and the block comes between the hands. As you exhale, block goes into the left hand, bring it down behind the back, pass it over, and inhale as you bring it up overhead. Take the block between the hands, palms face each other. As you exhale, come forward into that right leg for A warrior three, holding the block between the palms. Press the block away from you. Keep the tummy muscles working. And then, could you bring the block into the right hand? Bring it behind the back, pass it to the left. As you inhale, bring that block forwards. Palms come to the block. And with the out breath, block goes from the left hand behind the back into the right. Inhaling as it comes forward. Take the block, bend the right knee, float the left foot down. You can land on the ball of the foot and the block goes right up overhead. So good. On your out breath, release the block down to the floor. We'll take the palms flat to the mat, right foot goes back. Lower knees down, chaturanga to the belly. Hover your hands from the floor, and this time, inhale, lift into Shalabhasana. Hold the Shalabhasana, continue to breathe. And could you swim the arms like you're doing the breaststroke? Breathing, moving, and then back the opposite way. Keep the tummy muscles working, no pinch in the low back. And the next time the hands come in, plant the palms to the floor, release down. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, lift into downward facing dog. Breathe in, take the left leg high into the air. And exhale, step the left foot forward and see, could you get the back heel down for warrior one? Inhale as you come up, and we'll get the block between the hands. Palms face each other. So you're using the sides of the block to catch hold of. Reach up through the block, reach up through the fingertips. Get that sense of length through the arms, working the elbows towards straight. And then as you breathe out, block goes into the left hand. The arms sweep out and behind the back. Block goes over to the right hand. As you inhale, it's coming up overhead. And then we're going to go the opposite direction. Exhale, block into the right hand, take it behind the back, swap over. And inhale as it comes all the way back up. Keep the block between the hands. Exhale, lean forward into that left leg. Float up to warrior three with the block. Reach the block forward. Reach out through the fingertips. And then see, can you float that block behind the back on the out breath, forward on the in breath. Change direction, take the block behind the back, swap it, bring it forward. We'll do that one more time. And as it comes around to the front, bend the left knee, float the right foot down, arms come up overhead, and we'll release the block right down to the mat. Palms come down, step back, high plank, lower on the out breath, knees down, chaturanga to the belly. Hover the hands from the floor, lift the chest. As you inhale, come up into your Shalabhasana, breathing in the pose. Now, arms and legs, everything moves, any direction that you want to. Stay with your breath. You can bring the arms back and forward, you can swim them around. You can move your legs. And with your next out breath, release it down. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Let's hold down dog. Now see, can you go a little bit deeper into the pose? Press the chest back towards the legs. Keep the spine neutral. Tummy muscles drawing in, low back long. With your next out breath, look forward and lightly come to the top of the mat. You can step or jump. Take a halfway lift on the in-breath. And as you exhale, fold in. Breathe in, come up to stand. Take the arms up, bring your palms together. Exhale as the hands release down.